Howdy, folks, and welcome to another day in the Milky Way. And tonight, we got a great show for you. Even the dog is loving it. Anyway, tonight we're going to be back to the Franz Bardon book right here. Franz Bardon and the initiation into Hermetics. So join me tonight here, and we are going to be talking about that. And thank you all for coming. Thank you. I wouldn't be able to do this show without you. As always, I like to put on the best show I possibly can. And here we are, doing it all over again, as per usual, having a great time. And I appreciate each and every one of you for being here and being the frequency you want to receive. So let's get right into this. And as always, I got some good presentations tonight for you to share the screen so you don't have to always look at my ugly mug. And we are going to jump right into this, because tonight we're going to be talking about mind control. We're going to be talking about magic. We're going to go through magic schooling. This chapter, as you know, we've done a few chapters. This is the practice of magic. And if you're going to do that, you got to have some magic schooling. So I'm going to go through some of this book here, but here we go. And voila. Don't you just love the power of magic and mind control? That's right, people. Your mind control. You're all mind control. You will believe what I tell you. You will see what I tell you. Nah, I'm just joking. We're just having a good time. I'm just joking. You got to put a little humor in this world right now and then. But here we go. This is the part of the book in which we begin the practice of initiation. We must always bear in mind that it is impossible to acquire and maintain a magical equilibrium if the body and soul spirit are not trained simultaneously. In the theoretical part of this book, I call the reader's attention to detail, to the dangers of one-sided training or development. Everything requires a certain length of time, and therefore it is not advisable to hasten during the development period. The fundamental conditions of this development are patience and perseverance and tendency. You will be richly rewarded for the effort which you devote to your development. Should you decide to enter upon the magic path, make it your sacred duty to practice regularly. Remember, people, you got to do the work in order to get the stuff out of it. Be kind, friendly, and lenient towards your fellow man. Be unrelenting and pitiless with yourself. I don't really know. Pitiless. I guess that's what it is. Pitiless. You can only expect success in magic when you act in this manner. Never condemn or criticize anyone, and first put your own house in order. Allow no one insight into your inner sanctum. A magician never speaks about his path, his ascent, and his success. Silence contains the greatest might, and the more than the commandment is obeyed, the more accessible and easier to each are these energies. Arrange your day in such a way, and you devote as much time as possible to your ascent. It is unnecessary that you devote to pass your time eating and drinking, or waste your time meaningless company. So that means, all those things that you just do for stupid shit. Time flows like water and never returns. Remember, you can never go back in time. You can only move forward. So if you waste your time, it's gone forever, people. Time flows like water and never returns. Determine a particular period of time which must be allotted to under all circumstances. Exceptions are only permissible in unavoidable situations. Human beings are creatures of habit, and once they have become accustomed to the particular hour for their exercises, then the urge to exercise comes automatically, just as the urge to eat, drink, sleep, rise, and same applies to exercise. They must become a habit. Only by following the above directions will you be assured of success. You will not progress unless you are very diligent. I will endeavor to organize instructions in such a way that even the busiest person is able to do these exercises. Those of you who have ample time in your disposal may engage in 2 or even 3 exercises in the proper sequence. Remember, you want to have anything, you have to have mind control over yourself. You got to have mind control over yourself before you can give it to anybody else. Remember that. That becomes thought control. Thought control. You get it? Thought control. Now we're going to go into the section of thought control. Seat yourself comfortably in a chair or lie down on a sofa or a bed. Relax your entire body. Close your eyes and observe your train of thought for 5 minutes. Make an attempt to remember these thoughts. In beginning, I'm going to get me a paper here so I don't lose my place. Sorry, everybody. I am doing this. Okay. In the beginning, you will notice that thoughts will pertain to matters of everyday life, professional or job-related matters, worries, etc. will rush in on you. Your position to this flow of thoughts should be that of a silent observer, completely free and independent. These exercises will be either difficult or easy, depending upon your situation and your present state of mind. When difficulties occur, do not lose your train of thought and do not lose sight of yourself, but observe your thoughts attentively. Do not fall asleep during your exercise. Sometimes that's really hard. If you meditate hard enough, you will probably fall asleep, because you're relaxed. Remember, should you become tired, immediately discontinue the exercise and postpone it till another time, at which time you will have made up your mind that you will not fall asleep. Victim to tiredness, people of the Orient, for example, India, sprinkle wash their faces and upper body with cold water in order to remain alert so that they do not lose valuable time. In order to prevent and overcome tiredness and sleepiness, you take a few deep breaths before you begin your exercise. Now remember, most people did you know that if you get 6 or less hours a day of sleep, you become you can't function properly. You need 6 hours or more of sleep every day in order to function properly. Otherwise, your cognitive abilities are not as good as they should be. No matter what you say, that is true. It's a proven fact. Don't argue with me. The student will, in time, develop these similar methods himself. This thought control exercise has to be practiced in the morning and in the evening, starting with 5 minutes. Every day, this exercise should be attended to by 1 minute, so that within a week you are able to observe and control your thoughts for at least 10 minutes without the slightest degradation. The period of time is necessary for the average human being. Should this span of time not be sufficient, then you can attend this term in accordance with your own powers of perception. Be conscious in everything. It serves no purpose to do these exercises in haste. Every person's development is very individual. Under no circumstances should you advance to the next exercise until you have completely mastered the present one. And you know what that tells me? It tells me that you can't pass the class. If you fail the class, or you don't have a passing grade, or you didn't do the homework, you shouldn't be promoted to the next class. Can't move up the ladder without doing the work. Again, alternatives, a tentative student will notice how, in the beginning, he is besieged by thoughts and how quickly they pass by him, so that it will be difficult for him to remember all of them. However, from one exercise to the next, he will notice that these thoughts will appear less charcoaly and will abate little by little until one or a few thoughts emerge in conscious as if from afar. You must devote the greatest attention to this thought control exercise because it is extremely important in magical development, a fact which you will later understand. Provide that you have practiced this exercise sufficiently and mastered it, we can begin with the instructions of the next exercise, namely mental development, thought discipline. We have learned to control our thoughts. The next exercise deals with thoughts, which obtrude within us unwanted and persistently, and with not allowing them to emerge in our minds. For example, we must be able to occupy ourselves no longer with the chores and annoyances of our professional life when we are at home or in our private life. Yeah, that is so true. How many of you, raise your hands. Come on, I want to see a show of hands here. How many of you bring your work home with you? You go to work and then you bring it home with you and you unload it on your friend or your spouse or your surroundings, and you had a bad day and you bring it home. Oh, that guy at work, what a pain in the ass. He don't keep up. I work harder than all those other people. Oh, they're doing everything wrong there. Nobody's listening to me. Things went wrong all day long. How many of you do that? How many? Yeah, there you go. I see. Yeah, I knew it. Okay, well, back to the study here. We must avoid all thoughts that do not belong in our private life, and we must succeed in becoming a different person immediately, and vice versa. While we are at work or pursuing our profession, we must direct all our thoughts towards our work and not allow them to be elsewhere. Like at home or with private matters, this has to be practiced until it becomes a habit. So while you're at work, concentrate on work. Don't think of thoughts at home. Don't think of anything else. It's work. You'll do better at work. You know what I'm saying? You're at work to work. You're not at work to play. You're not at work to think about home. You're not at work to dream of going on vacation. You're at work. I know that when people at my work gets to be their last day and they got days off coming, or they're going on vacation, that day of work is not productive to them. They tend to be lost in dreamland, thinking of their days off. Work is not very productive. Okay, back to the study. Above all, you must become accustomed to performing all tasks with complete awareness, whether it be your profession or in your private life. Regardless of whether you are dealing with someone or something major or not, this exercise has to be practiced for the rest of your life, as it hones the spirit and strengthens the consciousness and the memory. Remember, being at home, if you concentrate all your thoughts on home life while you're at home, you will have a better home life. Don't bring your work home, and don't bring your private life to work. Keep them separate. That way, when you're at home, you'll be concentrating on home life. You'll be thinking about, taking out the garbage. You'll be thinking about doing the dishes and washing your clothes or tidying the house or talking with your spouse or your girlfriend, or you'll be doing things concerned about the leak in the roof or the leaky pipe, or you'll be saying, I gotta fix this or do that. You won't be saying, oh yeah, work was a pain in the ass and I deserve to sit down and relax and blah blah blah, and I ain't doing anything. Complaining. Well, you just brought all your work home. Now you're not doing your home stuff, and you go to work and you complain about home. I was at work. You're at work and you're telling your buddy, the wife's a pain in the ass. She wants you to fix the loose pipes and the leaky roof and take out the garbage. Well, guess what? You went home and you complained about work, and you went to home and work and you complained about home. Did you really do anything? No. You weren't using your thought control. So try to do better, people. That's your schooling for today. Myths. Yeah. It's all myths that you can get away with it. The self-analyst is the most important part of magical. Oh, wait a minute. I'll return the page. Okay. Once you have achieved a certain proficiency in the practice of this exercise, you may advance to the next. The exercise is as follows. Retain one single thought or idea for a longer period of time while you steadfast suppress all other thoughts, while obtrusively try to join it. Select any idea or train of thought or other suitable concept for this purpose. Okay. And otherwise, you're hypnotizing yourself. You get that? You're hypnotizing yourself. This exercise, I'm going to repeat this again, people. This exercise is as follows. Retain one single thought or an idea for a longer period of time, then you will steadfastly suppress all other thoughts, which obtrusively try to join it. Means select one thing and concentrate on it. That's all you got to do. Then, select any idea or train of thoughts or any other suitable concept for this purpose at your own discretion. Retain this concept with all your power. Vigorously reject all other thoughts which have nothing to do with the one you are practicing. In the beginning, you will succeed only a few seconds. Later on, it will be minutes. You must succeed in maintaining and following one single thought for at least 10 minutes. Wow. Considering most people have the attention span less than a goldfish now of, 4 to 5 seconds. This should be really easy, but it's not. Let's just say you're going to concentrate on one thought. Let's say that thought is, I am going to have a, let's make it general. Let's make it really practical. I am going to, let's see. Let's use an example that's so super general. A thought. We're going to concentrate on let's just picture a pyramid in your mind. Okay? A pyramid in your mind. We're going to fixate on that pyramid. This is what my higher self is telling me. Okay. And the pyramid says, nothing. You're looking at the pyramid. You're imagining the pyramid in your head. You are, imagining each block. You're concentrating on that pyramid. Close your eyes now. Go with me on this. You're concentrating on the pyramid. It's the pyramid. You're concentrating on the pyramid. Only the pyramid. Just the pyramid. Close your eyes now. Close your eyes. Concentrate on that pyramid. Imagine you're in your head, the pyramid, how big it is. You're looking at the top of it from the sides. You're imagining how huge it'd be, the big blocks. You're imagining this pyramid, how much each block should weigh. Thinking about how big it is. Thinking that pyramid is huge. But you're concentrating on that pyramid. You're thinking nothing but the pyramid. You're imagining the pyramid in your mind. Nothing else but the pyramid. The pyramid is in your head. It is going nowhere. It is the pyramid. Imagining the colors of the pyramid, how big it is, the blocks, each one, thousands of blocks pile on top of each other. You're standing next to it. Just imagine just the pyramid. Okay, see, that's all you got to do. It's one subject. It's all you're imagining. No other thoughts. No thoughts about your dishwasher breaking. No thoughts about your clothes washer washing the clothes or the wind blowing outside or work tomorrow. Just nothing but that pyramid. Think about that pyramid. Just imagine that pyramid in your mind. I think I got a natural gift for that. But you may not. Anyway, there's your first exercise. Do that. Start out with a couple minutes, work your way up, minute by minute by minute. Okay, until you get at least to 10 minutes. It sounds easy, but after you start thinking about one subject for 4 or 5 minutes, it gets kind of boring. Just keep thinking about it. That means you're working that muscle mind, that mind, your muscle mind in your mind. Okay, let's move on. Mastery of your thoughts. Once you have mastered this exercise, you can proceed with the next exercise. You will learn now to produce a complete vacancy of mind. Relax your entire body by lying comfortably on the sofa or bed, or by sitting in a comfortable chair. Close your eyes and vigorously reject any thought that attacks you. Nothing must be permitted to appear in your mind, in your spirit. Only complete mental vacancy should prevail. Then maintain this vacancy state of mind without digressing or forgetting yourself. And in the beginning, you will succeed, but only for a few seconds. However, through repeated practice, you will become more successful. Once you have succeeded in remaining in this state for a full 10 minutes without forgetting yourself or falling asleep, then the purpose of this exercise has been achieved. How many of you have done this? Can you sit there and think of nothing, about nothing, without falling asleep? Blank out your whole mind and just imagine. It seems like 1 minute. I know I can do it for a minute pretty easy. But after 2 or 3, I start getting tired and I fall asleep. Yes, that's my problem. And then carefully record all your successes and failures. Duration of your exercise and interruptions and disturbances in Magical Diary. Details follow in the chapter. Magical Schooling of the Soul. The diary will give you, as a student, the means of examining your own ascent. It's just like doing homework. You're a scientist. You're taking and making progress, and you're marking down your progress. That's what it's all about. The more consciously the student maintains these records, the better and more successful he will be with the exercises that follow. The diary. Okay, the better and more successful you will be as the exercise follow. Prepare a specific schedule for the next day or for the coming week and practice self-criticism. Yes, We're going to stop right there because the next one is introspection, magical schooling of the soul. So join me tomorrow for the magical schooling of the soul, the introspection, the self-cognizance. It's going to be an interesting chapter, people. Now, I want to hear from all of you about what you think about this all. I want to know what it is that you can do. Have you done this? Can you look at yourself? Can you think, close your eyes and imagine nothingness? Close your eyes and imagine nothingness for 10 minutes. Can you do it? Is this above and beyond you? Is this normal? No, this is schooling. This is magical practice with your mind. Okay, so this is a challenge I'm giving all of you. Go out, try it, let me know if this is working for you. Either tomorrow or in the future, 1 minute at a time. Do it for a few seconds. See if you can do it. See what happens. Anyway, maybe this will help you remote view better. Maybe it'll help you concentrate, by focusing when you're at your work for work and when you're at home for home. So, go do these things. See what kind of improvement you can have in your life. Okay, well, with that, remember, be all you can be. Don't half-ass it. Remember, it says in this book, you don't get your time back. Make use of your time all the time. Because once it's gone forever. You only live so many seconds and so many minutes and so many days. And if you waste away 5 minutes every day, you can never go back and get those 5 minutes. It's gone. And you think, oh, I got plenty of minutes I can waste. Well, don't worry. When you get older, you'll be thinking, I wish I would have had those minutes back. And as you get older than that, you'll be thinking, I don't have many minutes left. Then those minutes will become important. And you'll say, I wasted all of them. I just wasted them by doing nothing. Sat there and looked at the ceiling, or I just didn't do anything. Well, thank you all for coming. It's been a wonderful time. I hope you're learning as much as me. Go out and practice a little bit of magic. Remember, go smile at somebody. Go be the light of the day. Go out and make somebody's day. Smile at them, wave to them, say something nice. Remember, sometimes it's the free gift of yourself is the best gift that you can give to anybody. And if they don't appreciate it, well, then they're just not in the accepting stance. They're not in the accepting area, and you can just move on. Okay? With whatever it is, but remember, go out, be the frequency you want to receive. Love you all, everybody. Peace, everybody. Have a great day. Love you all.